Where have you seen additional ripples of kindness?
Yeah, you bet. Well, the theme of the General Assembly of the World Kindness Movement in Palermo, Italy was kindness will change the world. And I would argue that not only will it, it already has. I mean, the ripple effects of this act of kindness have been profound. They have been life-changing and arguably life-saving in many cases. I often say that the story of kindness worldwide is proof that no act of kindness is too small to make a difference and change a life, and that anyone can make a lasting impact, and I would argue even change the world through kind actions. Can be you, can be me, can be any one of us. We all have that power within us. The little things are the big things, and we often underestimate the power of a smile, a simple act of kindness, and the profound ripple effects that can achieve. The one example among many that comes to mind was a letter that I received from someone who went to the Kindness Worldwide website. She saw the video on her homepage, and I actually read a transcript of this email in my remarks in Palermo. This woman was in a very dark place, so dark that she woke up on a Sunday morning fully expecting that that day was going to be her last. She was prepared to take her life. And as fate and circumstances would warrant, she just happened on that particular day to watch that video, and it brought her out of a dark place. It gave her hope. It reminded her that she still has a reason to live. It reminded her that there's still meaning and purpose, more she has to give to the world. And despite the darkness that she was in and coming from that morning when she woke up, it just gave her a spark of hope. And this email that she was inspired to send me was the most touching email I've ever received, most touching email I've ever read, because I know that there's at least one person in this world today that is alive today because of that one act of kindness from Brooke Dubs, who returned my lost wallet on Good Friday morning, 2023. And Randy, I get emotional every time thinking about it. And every time I read that letter back, because people sometimes want to hear it, I can't get through it without choking up. Because if that's the only thing that ever happened, because of this one act of kindness, it's more than enough. But so much more has happened and is happening because of this one act of kindness. I mean, the ripple effects from, Kindness Week worldwide now being celebrated in multiple communities, and this movement that has begun because of this act of kindness. People coalescing around it. People seeing the good in each other again, or at least focusing on mindful kindness, and just a reminder to everyone that yes, there's a lot of divisiveness in the world, and we can point the fingers at a lot of people, and there's a lot of people we can blame, but we can't control the actions of others. We can only control the actions of our own. And one of the epiphanies I had among many in this journey was that I would be so frustrated, like we all are, of all the divisiveness in our world today and the lack of what I think is a failure of leadership. People that are stoking the flames and not diffusing them, whether they're elected officials that are supposed to be leading us, or members of the media that are often dividing us by their reporting and the narrative that's often different than truth. There's many reasons. But it occurred to me that, I can point the finger all day long to everyone else. That's not going to change a thing. But when I looked in the mirror and pointed the finger at me, that's when my world began to change, because I realized it's me that needs to do better. It's me that needs to be better. I was a good person before Good Friday morning, 2023, but I'm a much better person today because this one act of kindness. And if I lead by my own example and just try to be the reason someone believes in the goodness of people, to try to be the best version of myself I can possibly be in every moment of every day and every interaction every day, then maybe that'll inspire others to be that reason too for someone else.